Yo, what's going on, man? Your boy Positive Flow from EQ, Equality Mobile Auto Detailing. Welcome. Man, I hope everything is going well with you guys, with your businesses. And I hope you learned a lot from my channel. Hadn't really did anything. I did a wash job, well, full detail on a guy's car. He's a childhood friend of mine. Normally, I don't cross my bridge going over into the city because there's no need for me to cross the bridge going in the city. A lot of guys have to go out the way to get customers, and I understand that you have to do what you got to do. But someone like me who's been in the business now almost 19 years, I've established myself, and it took me a long time to establish myself. Let me get that out there. Some of you guys are just starting out. You see a lot of guys with these customers or clients, and when you start out, you thinking that it's going to happen for you right away. Not going to happen. You guys know I'm always honest with you. It's not going to happen like that, man. You're going to have to get out there and market yourself. You're going to have to get out there and let people know you out there. Maybe do a couple of free washes, just outside or whatever. Just show people what you can do. Because if people don't know what you can do, why would they use you? I mean, you kind of understand that concept. So, my advice, I think a guy emailed me. Yes, he emailed. No, he faced my business face page. He inboxed me. And he was saying what was wrong with his website. He couldn't get a customer and blah, 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 blah. I haven't taken a look at the website because my computer has a security system on it. And it tells me that website that you gave me is saying it may be possible hack. So that's why I hadn't looked at it. It may not be a possible hack, but anytime my security system on my computer tells me that, I don't go to the website. So because it's warning me that it may be a virus. So yours may not be a virus, but I haven't checked it out yet. But he was asking me what did I think wrong with his website. Me, I have a business website, but I don't use it for as trying to get more customers. I just use it just to play around with it. I mean, that's just me. I mean, if you go to Equality Mobile Auto Detailing or you Facebook me and you go to my business page of my cars, I got a big following. And I just kind of post, the kind of work that I do. I just letting people know, hey, there are good mobile detailers out there, man. A lot of people, I ain't gonna say a lot, some have kind of distorted us. They do a bad job and put a bad taste in someone's mouth. And that person who had the bad experience with them kind of douses us all. And that's not fair. That's just like me going out and I do something crazy. Now you want to blame my entire family because I did something crazy. All right. Enough of that, man. What I have here on my toolbox, man, for you guys, some of the stuff, new things that I have bought in the last week. Been kind of not busy. I had to put a new furnace in my house over there, so that ran me about $2,341. But, I got an emergency fund. Guys, I always tell you about finances, but this is not what that video is about. So I ain't talking about it now. I'll get back to the finances later on another video. But what I have here, man, I went with they got the new buffing clay bar pads. This just me. My opinion. My opinion just like everybody else's. Doesn't make it true, but it's my opinion. All right. I've tried this on the buffing pad. I didn't really like the feel of it because I can't feel. Normally when you're doing a clay bar, you listening and you feeling as you go. So what I've learned about this particular one, this one, I dip it in water and I keep the surface wet and I use my hand so I can hear. Because I did that car that I did Tuesday, I did it like that. I really didn't like the buffer because I can't hear if the residue is being removed. You understand what I'm saying? So, I like these in my hand, better not do on the buffer. That's just me. All right? Now, here's your clay bar rag. Let me take this out of the bag. I haven't used this yet, but I will. And I'll let you guys know how it worked. This is the wash mitt, the clay bar. I know some of you guys have already used these, but me personally, I haven't. So I can't give you my opinion on these. I'm just showing you what I bought. So, looks to be well constructed. And the reason I like these, the clay bar is becoming obsolete, and I'm going to tell you why, is because if you drop a clay bar, you're done. That's it. You got to throw it away. You know what I mean? And these supposedly last maybe, 50 cars. They cost a little more than the regular clay bar. The clay bar runs about, $7, $8? You know, something like that. Sometimes you get 2 in a pack. But you always got to configure and conform them to what you want them to do. You know, once the side get dirty, you got to figure and conform them. These, if you drop them, you just rinse them off. That's why I like them. I'm more of trying to save you guys money. You know what I mean? I'm always big about that. Hey, I want you guys to make a profit. You understand? So, I'm very nitpicky. Very neat. You know, I don't like to go find stuff in my van. You know, I put everything up to back where it's supposed to be. Even when I got somebody working with me, you know, they go to put something back in my van, they put it in the wrong place. I say, hey, man, you didn't get that from there. I mean, you got that from over there. Put it back in there. That way I ain't got to go looking for stuff because 98% of the work people do, they spend about 90% of the time looking for stuff. Not me, dog. Now, here's another interesting concept that I was really impressed with. This is a $17 gun that I got from Amazon. And I was watching a video on this thing. And I was like, and it's real. I mean, when I say real light, I'm talking about real light. I'm talking about maybe, 2 pounds, 3 pounds at that? I'm like, man, not even that. And when I hooked it on to my water line for my pressure washer, I was like, I don't think this thing gonna last. I stand corrected. For the money, you get your material for your money. This is only $17. I used to go to Northern 2 and get mine for $25. The big heavy one, you know, I'm thinking, oh, this will last me. This is heavy duty right here. But I'm getting older. You know, all this holding on to this heavy stuff, my body telling me, no. We need to find something lighter. So this gun I'm very impressed with, man. This little joker, it's real light. And I hooked it on, man. Oh, amazing, man. Amazing. Well put together. I would have gave it an A plus, but I give it an A. And the reason why is I kind of wish the gun, the trigger, would kind of a little more looser. But, you know, your hand get kind of tired because this thing is well constructed. You know, the springs in this bad boy is pretty good. Now, I've used it a couple of times, and the only time I use my long one now is in the wintertime. You know, I don't want to get wet. You know, it's cold outside, 40 degrees or 35 degrees, and it's freezing outside. You don't want to get wet. So that's why I use my long one then. But I'm very impressed with this one, man. You get this at Amazon for about $17. And, I mean, I'm impressed with this one. You know, and I'm not going to buy another $25 gun at Northern 2. Just because it's heavy, that don't mean, you know, you want something that ain't going to tire you out. You know, well, I do anyway. All right, my next one is the snow foam gun. Here's my old one. You know, it does the job. You know, I paid about $16, $17 for this one. But what I didn't like was, and this is the difference You guys got to excuse my furnace. It just popped back on. But it's much quieter than my last one I had. So, hey, I ain't complaining about it. If you look at the inside of this bad boy, it doesn't open up wide, man. You see that? It closes, and that's the farthest you're going to get it open. Don't get me wrong. It gets the job done. I've used it. I like it. It gets the job done. No complaints about this bad boy. It's just that I wanted to try something new. So, this is my Nozzle. Nozzle. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. I haven't used this yet. I haven't used it yet. But I'm waiting for daylight to come so I can wash my BMW. And we'll see it together and see how it works. The reason I like the brass, well constructed. The male end has the big bolt on it, the big thick one, so moisture can't get in there around that O-ring. If you look at this one, it's got the small one. And sooner or later, because mine did it, it's going to start to bag out and start to spray everywhere. But all you got to do is just tighten it back down. Or change the O-ring. Actually, I just changed the O-ring in this one yesterday. I'm keeping both. I love them. I'm keeping them. But this one, the Nozzle, will cover more space. Because if you look in here, that sucker opens wide open. So that means when I get ready to spray the car down, it's going to give me a wider base. I can cover more of the car. This one here, I have to kind of go maybe 3 or 4 times just to cover my BMW on one side. You know what I mean? So, your Nozzle opening opens up wide open. But we'll see how well it's constructed and we'll see how well it works. And we'll try it together as soon as the sun comes up. All right? So, those are the things. These are my new things that I bought. And if you guys, like me, one guy said he didn't like them, but I love them. Click, click, you can get to the spray that you want. Especially when I'm rinsing. I don't want to have to dig in my pocket and keep grabbing tips. I keep this in my pocket when I'm doing this anyway. When I'm foaming it down, and then I slap this back on, you see. This is a universal nozzle. I've been having these. I got 2 of them. I keep one in the Beast, and I keep one that's on my wand all the time. And all you got to do to clean them out, man, get you some pins, the thin pins, like sewing pins, and just stick them in the hole to keep them clean. That's how I done had this one, I don't know how many years, and it ain't gave out yet. So, that's just my opinion, man. As soon as this daylight breaks, we'll see how the Nozzle works, and we'll go from there. All right, man. Appreciate you guys watching my video. Deuces. Got to work with the adjustment. I don't have it adjusted right, so we'll keep working with it. There we go. Okay, I'm impressed. The foam is much thicker when you get the Trinova. My cheap one, it doesn't throw foam out like that. My BMW is completely covered. So, mission accomplished. Deuces.